Hey, what's going on everybody? Jason here and welcome back to another video. Today I'd like to talk about a brand new game studio that was just created by a former Call of Duty developer. Now, if you've been following any kind of gaming news on Twitter or X the last few days, you'll know that David Vonderhaar, who used to work for Treyarch, has been teasing something. Well, that something has just been revealed today, and it's a brand new game studio called BulletFarm Games. Today, the logo and the website of the brand new studio just released. In addition, David Vonderhaar is joined by Chris Cowell, who's the creative director, Rex Rhodes-Simmons, who is the chief operating officer, and Eric Klokstad, the lead environment artist here at BulletFarm Games. This new studio is headquartered in Los Angeles, California. They also announced that BulletFarm Games is working on a new and ambitious AAA game. According to their website, this game will be built on Unreal Engine 5 and set in an original universe with emphasis on cooperative gameplay. The game will craft a more intimate and relatable experience while offering a fresh take on first-person gameplay. The game will craft a more intimate and relatable experience while offering a fresh take on first-person gameplay. It also states that BulletFarm has a remote-first approach with the main studio headquartered in Los Angeles. However, even though BulletFarm Games is based in Los Angeles, this studio isn't by itself. This studio has been established by the Guangzhou, China-based tech company NetEase Games. NetEase Games is the online games division of the larger NetEase Incorporated. NetEase Games is a global publisher and developer of video game IPs. They've worked with Warner Brothers on the Harry Potter IP, creating Harry Potter Magic Awakened, and they also created Dead by Daylight Mobile. So essentially what it seems like to me is that NetEase Games to BulletFarm is going to be what Activision is to Treyarch. At least that's what it looks like to me. BulletFarm is a part of the NetEase umbrella, just like how Treyarch, Sledgehammer Games, and Infinity Ward are a part of the Activision umbrella. Simon Zhu, the president of global investments and partnerships at NetEase Games, said, "NetEase Games is fully dedicated to giving BulletFarm the resources and support required to build this new first-person experience. David's leadership and the early collection of game development talent assembled at the studio is set to offer something truly unique for his existing fans along with a new audience." And I think Simon Zhu here makes a very important point, because David Vonderhaar obviously has a ton of fans behind him from his Call of Duty days, similar to how Jason Blundell created Deviation Games after he left Treyarch. Even though Jason Blundell has since left Deviation Games and he's now working for PlayStation, there are still a ton of people that are anticipating his new project. And of course, JC Backfire is back working for Jason Blundell at PlayStation. So there's definitely a huge chunk of the zombies community that is fully supporting Jason Blundell and JC Backfire. So when you have such an influential ex-Call of Duty developer like David Vonderhaar working on his own project now, there's already going to be a massive fan base anticipating the next project. And the game itself hasn't even been announced. All we know about it is that it's going to be a first-person cooperative game. This is definitely a project to keep an eye on, especially since AAA first-person shooter games have not been up to par as of recently. I also think that's part of the reason why a lot of these games randomly come out of nowhere and gain instant popularity, such as Lethal Company, Pal World, and Helldivers 2. The games industry, and especially the fans, are desperately looking for something to actually enjoy. Let's take Modern Warfare 3 for example. Microtransactions litter the game, the entire game is tedious and laborious, everything feels like a grind, and on top of that, the game doesn't even work properly. People want to have fun with the game, and they want to know that the time they put into the game grinding something out or earning a specific reward is going to be worth it. Modern Warfare 3 and its developers are taking the easy way out, thinking that more gameplay equals more fun, which is not necessarily the case because the content itself has to be engaging. We have already had a few of these camo events from Modern Warfare 3 where all you do is laboriously grind out XP. It's just another way to keep you on the game for several hours. But on top of all that, it really doesn't even matter if the game doesn't work. Crashes and glitches are abundant in Modern Warfare 3, and by extension, Warzone. The anti-cheat doesn't work even though they desperately try to convince us that it does. Overall, the point I'm trying to make is that AAA game development is in a very rough spot right now, and I think the majority of gamers out there are looking for that new game or even a new game genre to clutch onto. The cold hard truth though is that we will never be able to go back to the old days of gaming. And I think a lot of us want to go back to those times where video games were just fun with no strings attached. So with that said, I'm going to keep an eye on BulletFarm Games and see how their development goes. So let's wait and see what the new team here at BulletFarm Games can come up with. I primarily wanted to make this video to let you all know that David Vonderhaar has created a new studio. In addition, BulletFarm Games is also working with NetEase Games based out of China. So I wanted to gather all this information together to get the full picture of what we're looking at here for this brand new game studio led by David Vonderhaar. But what do you guys think about BulletFarm Games and NetEase Games? Feel free to share your thoughts in the comments. Anyways guys, that's it for this video, and I hope you all enjoyed. If you did, leave a like and subscribe if you're a brand new viewer. And with that said, have a fantastic rest of your day or night depending on where you are in this crazy world, and I'll see you guys next time.